I think this will be a really, really popular choice. Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ciara and I share videos on shopping for the best basics on the high street, how to build a capsule wardrobe and lots of other good stuff. So if that sounds good to you, then do hit subscribe because I would love to have you back for more videos. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you everything that is on my wish list for 2025. And I love doing these videos so much because I just get to drool over some really, really gorgeous things that I'm either lusting after or are hoping to add to my wardrobe. And it's just great to get your feedback on pieces that you love, and sometimes it inspires you guys as well. As always, everything that I mention will be linked right down in the description below, and if I have any discount codes, I will leave those there as well. The first item that is on my wish list for 2025 is a Cartier watch, and this is very much a wish list item. I've never owned a luxury watch before, let alone a Cartier watch, and the one that I have my eye on is the Cartier tank. So this is no doubt a very big purchase. It's definitely an investment. What I didn't realize is that the strap on the Cartier tank is customizable. So you can purchase the tank watch with the stainless steel strap, but you can actually switch it out for their leather straps. There's something about the Cartier tank that I adore. It's a little bit more masculine, although it is still quite a dainty watch, but I love the different color options for their straps. I think the tan color is beautiful, especially in summer. They do some beautiful like deep burgundies, croc finishes. It's just such a beautiful watch. And actually I think that if I was spending this money on a watch, I think I would go for the stainless steel version because you have more customizability in your purchase. So you can basically wear it with the stainless steel strap, but then if you pick up some of the leather straps, I think they run around €200 depending on the material, you can switch them out. Whereas with the Panther, you cannot switch the straps. Now, I'm not saying this is a purchase I'm going to be making this month or next month or even this year, but it's definitely something I have on my wish list. When it comes to bags, I don't really invest in like designer accessories anymore. If you've been watching this channel, you know that I love a mid-range bag. I feel like their value is so good. Whereas when it comes to something like a watch, I would love to invest in something that I'll have forever and something that I can pass on in the future. So the Cartier tank is pretty high on my wish list, but I would love to know, what do you think? Because I'm definitely still mulling it over. So next on my wish list, we're going to keep in with jewelry, and I have some pieces from Monica Vinader on my wish list. And honestly, when do I not have a piece from Monica Vinader on my wish list? I've been chipping away at my wish list from them for so long now. And actually, because I mentioned the stainless steel Cartier, I would really love to incorporate a little bit more silver jewelry into my collection. My wedding ring and wedding band are both gold. All of my everyday rings that I wear are gold, but actually my watch, this is actually just a Casio watch in a mixed metal, but I love the elements of silver to it. And then my charm bracelet here, this is also from Monica Vinader. I'll actually link all of these below. This is mixed metal as well, so I would love to add a ring in silver. So this style here from Monica Vinader is the Nora crossover ring. I think it's so chic. I love the kind of chunky style of it. I think it's really, really cool, and I would love to wear this maybe even on like my index finger mixed in with some of my gold jewelry. I think would look really, really cool. So this right here is their Siren Muse bangle in gold, and I would love to pick this up in a silver version. I think it would look really, really nice, just like a very dainty kind of bangle stack in gold and silver. In the last year or so, it's definitely become more popular to mix metals, and I actually think it's so chic, especially when you look at things like the mixed metal watches, the Cartier Panther. I just think it's so gorgeous. So next up on my wish list are some pieces from Flattered. They are one of my favorite brands to shop for accessories. I just love their quality. I have some gorgeous bags and shoes and accessories from them, and on my wish list is one of their belts. I have not picked up one of their belts, and I've heard really, really good things. I feel like they're very well priced for the quality. They have a lovely mix of smooth leather designs. There's actually a tan one that I really, really would love for summer. It's like not too chunky, not too thin. It's very, very chic. Also have some suede belts, which I think are beautiful. They have kind of a warm tan, like a bourbon suede color. So beautiful. I actually have the Leslie tote in bourbon in their suede finish, which I picked up recently, and actually the belt would go very nicely with it, but I definitely want to pick up one of their belts, so I'm just trying to figure out which color to go for. They have burgundies, they've got blacks. I already have a classic black belt from Marquette. It's a little bit thicker, so actually a slimmer version of a black belt from Flattered I think would be a really, really good purchase, but also I think a tan would be very, very clever for coming into spring summer. This brings me on to another suede item from Flattered. It's no surprise, suede is still huge huge news for 2025. If you watched my recent trend report, I was talking all about it. You will have seen that Leslie suede tote that I mentioned in that beautiful bourbon suede color. They also have my favorite loafers in this bourbon suede. It's so gorgeous. So these are the Bonbon loafers, and I've definitely mentioned them multiple times on this channel before. They were also in my roundup of my top 10 most worn pieces of 2024. They were such a good purchase. They are so comfortable, softest buttery leather, no breaking in required, and the black color I just live in. But this suede pair in the bourbon color I think are so gorgeous. It's just a beautiful shade of suede. I think it's so gorgeous. And again, this Bonbon loafer, they have them in multiple colors, and I love the black so much that it seems like a practical choice to get it in another finish. Okay, so next up we're going to talk about a Demellier bag, and again, I love these bags. I have quite a few of them already in my collection. They are such good quality for the price. I just love them. They're probably my most worn bag brand overall because I have crossbodies from them. I have totes. I have kind of mid-sized bags that I just wear all the time. They have released 2 new styles for 2025, and the first one is called the Hudson. It is so divine. Definitely its own unique design, but I do feel like it has nods to the Row bags. And again, when you look at brands like the Row, Saint Laurent, Gucci, you know, all of those big brands, if you get big bags from them, you are talking 3, 4, 5,000 euros and up these days. Like, the price is massive. When you look at brands like Demellier, the Hudson is a large leather bag, like amazing for workwear, but it's still retailing at, I believe, the 600 euro mark. So I do think for a bag that size, it's a really, really good price. And again, their leather is amazing quality. What I found with their bags over the years is that they hold their shape really, really well. Like, the leather is sturdy, and that's what you want if you're commuting and, you know, you're wearing it all the time. It comes in the most beautiful chocolate suede color. Now, I definitely have a few chocolate suede bags already, and I absolutely love them. So if I didn't go for the chocolate suede, they have the classic black, they have a beautiful tan color. But again, I think this is a style of bag that is probably going to be really, really popular from them because it's such a big style for the price. For people shopping for their workwear wardrobes who want a bag that's really smart and chic, but that can fit a laptop case, you know, anything you'd need for your workday, I think this will be a really, really popular choice. So the next bag that I wanted to show you from Demellier, which is also on my wish list, is a bit more of a trendy style. This bag is from the very popular New York collection, which is the one that I have. Their larger tote and then the midi size in 2 different colors. I love that bag. But this is the New York shoulder. It has this very long elongated strap for under the shoulder, and then it has this kind of skinny, slim chamber, and I just think it's very, very cool. It's definitely not as spacious as the Hudson, of course. It's not at all as big, but it's a very, very chic style. And I think if you were someone who really loves like 90s minimalism, those kind of cool girl shoulder bags, of which I have a few and I love them, I think the black is the one that I love. It's just so chic. So moving on, I have a pair of sunglasses on my wish list, and it is by one of my favorite brands for sunglasses, which is Vela. This pair is the Kaya style. I think they're in the caramel finish, and actually you might remember I had the tortoise style on my wish list going into last summer, and I ended up picking them up and wearing them so much. To me, they're very cool. They're kind of like a Tom Ford, really chunky style, like vintage inspired. They almost look like men's sunglasses. I love my tortoiseshell pair so much. I wore them so much that I would really love to pick up this cool caramel pair. I feel like they look really, really vintage. I know we're still in the winter months, but I still wear sunglasses in the winter time. We get that low winter sun. These are very much a summery pair, but I know coming into spring summer I would wear them so much. Another sunglasses brand that I adore is Jimmy Fairley. I have so many pairs of their glasses. I'm actually wearing a pair of theirs right now. I love their eyeglasses. So they do amazing sunglasses. I have a few pairs of theirs, but they also do eyeglasses as well. And they have this pair, and they're like a rectangle kind of skinny pair. They remind me so much of the Miu Miu glasses, which either I think are sold out. I think they're the Guts of 300, whereas I feel like Jimmy Fairley, all of their lenses and their eyeglasses are really, really good quality. You can get either your blue light, your computer glass kind of style, or you can obviously get your prescription in them. But most of their glasses I think are around 130, which I think is great for the quality. I have the tortoise square pair on my wish list. They need to be mine. I'm actually hovering over the purchase button. I think I've bought maybe 4 pairs of Jimmy Fairley glasses in the last like 4 months, but I love them and I wear them so much. You'll often see me wearing them in these videos. I always get asked about them, always release new styles that I just need. So that's why I'm putting them here on my wish list, because you will probably see them in future videos, let's be real. Another thing that's on my wish list, which I feel like I will pick up in the coming weeks, is some gold or silver hair accessories. I did touch on this in my recent 2025 trends video. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it below. I was basically talking about maximalism and adding kind of personality to your look with accessories. And one thing that I've been doing recently is having more fun with hairstyles. I've been really trying to teach myself how to do more kind of easy hairstyles, and I actually learned one in particular, and it's this like really tousled kind of 90s messy bun, and it looks so good, and it's really spurred me on to teach myself more fun hairstyles. But one way I think of creating a hairstyle is just by adding some cool accessories. I just think they're so cool, and it's a really simple way to add interest and to elevate your look. I found ones, there's like a pack of them on Amazon, which are very, very affordable. There's also places like H&M have them. So I think I might pick up maybe a mix of gold and silver, and you might see me wearing them in some future videos. I will definitely order something soon and show you guys how I style it. So next up, I'm going to talk about some trainers that are on my wish list, and I'm such a trainers gal. I know so many of you guys watching absolutely love the Adidas Sambas, the Gazelles, like really simple, easy trainers that are comfortable but just kind of elevate your look. I think that with the huge explosion of Adidas trainers in the last couple of years, there are other brands that have been growing and growing in popularity, and I really would love to try out a pair or two from these brands. One of them that's on my wish list is a pair of Onisuka Tigers. So they're a really, really cool brand. I think it's like the Mexico 66 style. I'll pop in some pictures here, but they come in the most amazing finishes. You have like metallic silver, you've got suede, you've got like different mix kind of contrasting colors, bright colors, neutrals. They're just so fun. I would also love a pair of Puma Speedcats, and again, I know these are kind of hailed as one of the popular shoes for 2025, but honestly they just come in the cutest colors. There's actually a colorway, it's like kind of like maroon burgundy suede, and it's just delicious. It's so beautiful. The Onisuka Tigers and the Speedcats tend to sell out really, really quickly, so if you find either of these styles in a color that you like and if they're in your size, I would snap them up. So if you're a trainer girly and you want to kind of be ahead of the trend, or you just want a new pair of fun trainers that aren't Adidas that you can style with your outfits, then I would check out the Speedcats. They're so cool. So if you are looking for a pair of Adidas trainers that aren't the Sambas or the Gazelles or any of those pairs, then check out the SL72s. Very, very similar in style and shape. They have that kind of narrow fit, but they have some really cool colorways, and they do look really, really comfortable. I actually don't have a pair myself, but I have friends who have pairs, and they look really bouncy. If you don't want Sambas, Gazelles or Specials and you want something a bit different, then try the SL72 because they're super cool as well. And then lastly, I'm going to touch on some pieces that are on my wish list from Sezane, one of my favorite brands to shop from, and actually what I'm loving right now are cozy knits. Given that we are still very much in the winter months and I'm living in my knitwear, especially working from home, all I'm really wearing are layered t-shirts, comfortable jeans and knitwear, and honestly it's my favorite thing to wear. But I feel like when you dress it up a little bit with nice knits, you can still feel quite chic. So this is the Othello cardigan. I picked up this recently and I love it. I got some knitwear last month from them and I love them. There's another knit that's on my wish list. It's this beautiful version. It comes in a few different colors. So I believe this one is called the Angie cardigan, and again, I think it's just so sweet. This like lacy situation at the front in a knit, which I think is so unique. Some Sezane cardigans you can wear back to front. I don't know if that's the case with this one. It does come in different colors, but I think the creamy white color is actually a great one to style into the warmer months because it's giving an injection of lightness into our wardrobes while still being a knit and still being super cozy. Another thing I absolutely love is this jacket. Now this I would kind of class more as a blazer. This style comes in again a few different finishes, but it's this rich check finish that I love. One of the trends that I touched on was the heritage aesthetic, and it's the idea of styling these nods to heritage, traditional check, tweed, houndstooth kind of prints. Something like this, you can style it in a way that's very modern. So I would wear that with, let's say, a plain white t-shirt, maybe even a little neckerchief. You can layer some knitwear underneath. It doesn't need to be styled in a way that's typically very heritage, but it's just those nods which I love. And I actually have a similar brown check blazer from And Other Stories berries that's a much more muted check, but I loved that so much. Blazers, I'm very slow to add to my wardrobe. I'm super picky about them, and I love Sezane as a brand so much that I'm very curious to try one of their blazers, even just for research purposes for you guys. I want to see if their blazers are as good as I think they'll be. I just might have to pick this one up. And then the final thing that's on my wish list from Sezane is this absolutely stunning Dahlia jacket. Now this to me looks like a very heavy kind of cardigan. It's like a mix between a cardigan and a jacket. It's obviously like your kind of cropped style, so it's not like a full-length jacket, but again, it looks like it has a little bit of weight to it, but it's the colors that I think are beautiful. And again, talking about that injection of lightness into your wardrobe coming into spring summer, I think is so nice. You could style this with creams and whites and maybe even baby blues, style it with like lighter washes of denim, and we can start wearing our ballet flats again and like lighter shoes. I just think it's so gorgeous coming into spring. So there you have it, guys. That is everything that is on my wish list at the moment. Again, some of these are definitely more aspirational, very much wish list items, and then some of them I probably will be adding to my wardrobe in the next couple of weeks. Do let me know in the comments below what you think, which pieces are your favorite, or what items are on your wish list right now. I love hearing what you guys are loving and what you're shopping right now, especially in this kind of winter, but people are thinking about spring. So I would love to know, what are you loving right now? If you liked these wish list videos and you'd like to see more of them, then please do give me a thumbs up to let me know. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.